Good morning or good afternoon or whenever you're watching it. It's Thursday, and this is your daily devotion. I'm John Hinkle, the senior pastor of First Presbyterian Church. Usually our associate pastor, Bobby Harding, has the Thursday devotion, but Bobby technically is still on vacation, and so I'm covering for him, and it's my day off. So I am, not only am I day off clothing, but I'm also getting ready to go on vacation myself. And so I'm just kind of running around doing a few errands. So today is going to be less of a devotion and more of a reflection. And I've been thinking about this individual for several days now, and that's Bubba Woodfin. I had the great privilege yesterday to stand in the very hot sun at the graveside funeral for Bubba Woodfin. For those who don't know, Bubba Woodfin was the owner of Woodfin's Funeral Chapel here in Murfreesboro, and just, I can say, a really good friend. And in fact, every time I was with Bubba, I felt like, man, I am one of his best friends, knowing that he had many, many good friends. Bubba Woodfin was one of the first people I met outside the church because we had a funeral. And I just knew the first time I met him that he was a man of great grace and mercy. Anytime I would stop by the funeral home unannounced and he was there and not busy and didn't have a funeral, I knew that we would spend 30 minutes to an hour together. Sitting in his office, he would pull out all these old photographs of Murfreesboro, and I loved listening to his stories, especially when Woodfin was just, sorry about that, my collar fell. Especially when Woodfin's was just across the street from First Presbyterian Church. You may or may not know this, but Bubba's dad, John Woodfin, was a ruling elder at First Presbyterian Church, while Bubba's mother was one of the cornerstones at Central Christian, just down the street from us. As a matter of fact, Leela and I actually bought the house that John Woodfin built in Richland Place in 1952, and he raised his family there, including Bubba. Bubba and his wife, Kay, would eventually buy our house from his parents and raise their family there. Bubba's bedroom is actually a movie or watching a football game when there was football games. I just can't help but think of Bubba. And so if there's a scripture that I would connect to Bubba in this moment, it's simply this: well done, good and faithful servant. I think the best eulogy I heard concerning Bubba was everybody has a Bubba story. And that's an amazing impact to have on your community when people in this community knew you and knew you by name and knew you as a friend. And so I'm grateful for the life and faith of Bubba Woodfin, and I'm especially grateful for the legacy that still remains as his family, his daughters, and grandchildren continue to live out the grace and mercy that they saw in their grandfather. Our hearts and prayers go out to Kay and the girls, and I hope everyone has a great day.